Varda Sharma, editor Newsband, daily English newspaper of Navi Mumbai, Thane, Panvel, and adjoining areas. Today we have with us Supratiek Ghosh, who is the dynamic founder, lead singer, and visionary behind Bangalore's iconic band AURKO. With over 1,700 electrifying live concerts and a trail of accolades, Supratik has not only captivated audiences across India, but also abroad. Hi, Supratik. Welcome.
Hi, 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 hi. Great meeting you.
Uh,
Have a lovely smile.
thank you so much. Supratik, first of all, please tell us the inspiration behind founding Orco and what has been the journey so far.
Yeah, so Orco will complete 25 years in 2025. As you can understand, very less band in the country has stuck to the test of time, world being so dynamic. So uh, basically, my life was only music, and I come from a musical background as a family. My grandmother is late legendary Gita Dutt,
Oh,
and
wow.
my father is been Shamal Ghosh. He has about 200 odd films to his credit. He was the assistant to Bimal Roy and Tarun Majumdar, and over some 150 odd radio plays, theaters. So we have seen music all over the place. And when I was small in my house, settings of Kishore Kumar and Vishwajit and all used to happen, Hemant Kumar in our Bhawanipur house in Calcutta. But having said that, I was too small there. But then music and everything was at home from the day one. But then my father always told that, you should never be just a singer. Then you have to hunt for the job and ask people, give me a song. That's not a very good exercise. Because asking, telling from his own life. Then he never gave me a tape recorder also up to class 10. But
Okay.
लेकिन जो होना था वो हुआ. And I was spotted by Mr. Bal Mukund Shah, was the regional spotter of T series. And at 17 years of age, after my college, almost I was spotted by Gulshan Kumar, and I went to Bombay to sing when Kumar Sanu's some songs were left out for Kishore Kiyade. So that's the time I went to Bombay and I started singing in Bombay when Sonu Nigam's Acha Sila Diya just got launched. So that was
Okay.
my starting. And then my father expired, and like any middle class boy, I had to come back to Calcutta. Fortunately, I joined an advertising company because advertising was very, very interesting for me. And I told them this, I will be there only for 1 year, send me back to Bombay. So that's how, I started working with Selwell Vantage, which is still Asia's largest outdoor advertising company. Started meeting people, made my makeshift band in Bombay, started meeting my old connects. But then I was seeing Bombay was too big. To get a band in place, it was very difficult for me. So luckily, I got shifted and became the national head in the age of 31. By then, I have launched Pepsi, I have launched Vodafone, I have launched many brands, Voltas, Pepsi, so Philips. And then I was told that you are so young and you're so dynamic. And I used to only sing to my clients. Believe you me, I never used to discuss business. And most of them are still my household family friends. And then they shifted me to South as the South head. And then I became a national head. And 31 years of my life, I left completely after the great innings. And I launched MTS Telecom in India across 14 states. And that's how I thought that this is a Sachin's innings. And now I thought that, there should be somebody who will bridge the gap between brands and music. Because music और brand का 36 का आंकड़ा होता है.
Uh-huh.
आप देखिए बड़े बड़े कंपनी जो होता है ना टी सीरीज HMV, दे हार्डली वर्क विद ब्रांड्स. एंड ब्रांड्स जो होता है वो म्यूजिशियन का साथ काम कर ही नहीं रहा है. क्योंकि म्यूजिशियन मन मर्जी होता है, उसका डेडलाइन का कोई पता नहीं होता है, ना तो उनको कोई ग्रूम करता है. बट देयर इंडिया इज अ म्यूजिक कंट्री. So that's how I started my brand as a band, as a working professional. But to my good luck and my company's support, I went to around 40 cities in first 5 years of my working in Bangalore. Then I decided that after the MTS launch, I lived, and I was only 32. I have a kid by then, and I used to have two cars and all that. I left all that. I left that by my calling in life was music. So I founded India's first music organization in 2010. And that's how I also started world's first music conservation reservoir, wherein people of all over India's young musicians can do free stay, free food, free upskill learning. I call it Roti Kapra Makan or Rozgar. So I've
Uh-huh.
donated that entire building to them. So I just happen to be with them and work with them. So currently 19 of them are staying in that building called Alive One Studio, Alive Numeric One Studio. It's a 7th floor studio which has got 4 recording studio, multiple shoot floors. So all likes of Sunidhi Chauhan, Mame Khan, Indian Ocean, KK multiple times. They all come, Kunal Ganjawala, Zubin Garg, they all come to our studio to record because that is their home because they stay on one floor, they record in one floor, they shoot in one floor. We all watch movies in one floor. We have an amphitheater which is 110 seater. That was my life's dream because I didn't find those in T series or HMV and all. So we have a record label, we have an on-ground concert platform. So Orco Live से मैं Alive बनाया. Orco Live से मैं Alive बनाया.
But life बनाया,
Because
yes.
I thought that is so Alive is the only word which is like a sugar, which will become blending. Because if I tell, if I say Varshini Alive, she will not mind. So similarly, when we say Alive is the only existence that we are talking to each other also. So that's how I started India's first largest live concert series for a family, tying up with malls. I started foundation of my studio because I thought if I am in this thing, I should think 10 years ahead. जहाँ पे आदमी का पास सब कुछ रहेगा लेकिन टाइम नहीं रहेगा. So in my studio, if you come just empty-handed, you can go out with a complete music video shoot or a film because there are 19 floors, different kind of a setups. There is light, sound, truss, green room, stay back facility, food. So Bhagwan ka daya se, I don't know what will happen tomorrow, but I don't think because somebody on the top is definitely looking at that. So ये मेरी कहानी है. This is it.
नहीं, but आपका, I mean, your desire or your initiative to support and the talented musicians, upcoming musicians are really commendable. Can you please tell us, shed more light on this, and how do you approach them, or how do they approach you, and so anything on that sort, and or any success story also behind?
So basically, I want you to close your eyes for 1 second. I want you to close your eyes. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. So just think 1947 to 2024. Do you think of any state-funded or corporate-funded place where your daughter or your friend can learn music experientially for recording or stage shows? Tell me one institute. Like the way you have Prakash Parukan Academy for badminton on a private level,
Yes.
or you
Yes.
you think of Yashra Studio. That is, they're all for professional people. I am saying जैसे school है, 1 million schools है, 1 million college है. Why don't we think that from 1947, no state government, no regional government has ever thought, if you have it for kho, if you have it for shot put, if you have it for badminton, but you don't have a single training center for making musicians like a Michael Jackson, like somebody who will, be a studio enabled, live enabled artist. So that was my dream. I saw a huge void. So whatever I didn't get in my life, I thought that all should be given to our boys because India is so beautiful in terms of the talent. A talent of Shillong is so different to a talent of Kashmir because, as I've told you, how I get the talents is I work with 26 Indian states because of my work portfolio. So perhaps I work with all the brands in the country to make their sound, that sensory experience of audio I create. And that also hardly, I think one more company only does it. In 150 million, मतलब 150 करोड़ का देश में, if 2 companies only makes music beyond films, that itself can give you most of your answers. That India में ये कोई सोचा ही नहीं गया. देखिए कोविड हुआ तो वैक्सीन मिला लेकिन कितने हजार साइंटिस्ट काम कर रहे थे. So people thought they are relevant. That's why scientists are being sponsored. People think cricket is relevant. Therefore cricket training Achrekars Academy से सचिन और कमली निकला है. Today we say Sachin. But what was Sachin starting in Shivaji Park? तो आप मेरे को एक दिखाइए इंडिया में कि ये है free of cost if you are a deserving music talent, whether instrumentalist or a singer or any kind of an art form which is related to music, which is sponsored or even paid. Not even one. So I see this as a huge slap on a country like us, which is a music country. DNA of the country is music. हम लोग कभी नहीं बोलते किशोर कुमार इज अ हिंदू और अ मुस्लिम. We never say रफी साहब इज अ मुस्लिम और अ हिंदू. एक चीज में हम लोग सब यूनाइटेड है, दैट इज म्यूजिक. आज तक कोई नहीं बोला है ये यार गुलाम अली का गाना नहीं सुनते वो मुस्लिम है, या तो यहाँ पंजाबी गाना अच्छा नहीं लगता मैं तो बंगाल से हूँ. यही अगर आपका डीएनए है तो इसमें काम क्यों नहीं किया गया? आई एम सेइंग दैट इज समथिंग व्हिच वन नीड्स टू थिंक. सो मेनी गवर्नमेंट्स चेंज, सो मेनी स्टेट गवर्नमेंट्स चेंज. म्यूजिशियन के लिए कोई कुछ नहीं है. आज म्यूजिशियन को लोन नहीं मिलता. इवन आई डोंट गेट अ लोन. because my
Right.
salary slip is not steady.
Huh.
I don't, people don't get visa.
Huh.
That because you're like a free labor who doesn't have any income. Now,
Hmm.
musicians also are human beings. Singers are also human beings. Now, if you think that if they have to get married, ये हमेशा एक जोक है, तो लड़की वाले पूछते करते क्या हो,
Yeah.
तो बोलता म्यूजिक करता हूँ। हाँ, वो तो ठीक है, बहुत अच्छा है बेटा, लेकिन करते क्या हो?
Okay.
तो 2-3 बार बोलने के बाद वो बोलता है, भैया सर मैं आई डू म्यूजिक। इससे नहीं नहीं वो ठीक है भाई, लेकिन करते क्या हो? तो
That's
फिर
a
बोलता है,
side hobby. That's a
दैट्स अ
hobby.
साइड, दैट्स अ टाइम पास।
Yes.
म्यूजिक करते हो ठीक है, जैसे लड़की लोग को गाना सिखाया जाता है कि जब मतलब आदमी आता है देखने के, भाई तुम वो 2 गाना गाओ ना, तो गाती है ऐसे ऐसे, तो दैट इज लेफ्ट एट दैट। बट इफ यू थिंक ऑफ अरिजीत सिंह फॉर एग्जाम्पल, he's charging say x crore. Now if you divide by the seconds of the 2 hours, it is 5 lakh per second. वो कुछ कम नहीं है। तो बाकी अरिजीत सिंह क्यों नहीं बन रहे? गवर्नमेंट क्यों नहीं सोचते कि दिस इज ऑल्सो वायबल प्रोफेशन? व्हाई डोंट वी गिव देम ट्रेनिंग? व्हाई डोंट वी गिव देम इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर? इंडिया में म्यूजिशियंस का कमी है क्या? If this my message goes to all the state governments, I'll be most happy that please think about musicians. They don't have visa, they don't have bank loan, they don't have training facility. तो मैं इतना ही बोलना चाहता हूँ। I thought I left my job, I bleeded every drops of my life, and I made the studio. I donated it. I stay in a 2 bedroom house, and I'm very proud about it. मेरा कुछ लेना भी नहीं है, खोना भी नहीं है, पाना भी नहीं है। आज भी कॉन्सर्ट प्लेटफॉर्म अपना है। वी आर डूइंग सिंग फॉर केके। कैन यू बिलीव, केके के लिए कोई एक ट्रिब्यूट कॉन्सर्ट नहीं किया, जो केके इतना चीज देके 40-53 इयर्स में चले गए। वी डिड इट फ्रॉम आवर ओन मनी, एंड वी दिस ईयर आल्सो वी आर डूइंग सिंग फॉर केके। अगर कोई कितने अभी बॉम्बे से आ रहे हैं, हम लोग गाएंगे केके के लिए, लेकिन कोई चालू तो करे। इंजन इंजन को तो पहले आगे जाना पड़ेगा, बोगी तो पीछे फॉलो करेगा। तो ये इंजन होना चाहिए, और एक इंजन होना चाहिए, 10 इंजन होना चाहिए, क्योंकि कम कुछ नहीं होता है। आपका बॉम्बे में उल्लासनगर में इतना कुछ बनते हैं, डोंबिवली में इतना कुछ, किसी का कुछ कम होता है क्या? इन योर मोहल्ला देयर इज सो मेनी प्रोविजन स्टोर। किसी का बोलते कि यार एक और दुकान आ गया मेरा कम हो, किसी का कोई कम नहीं होता। आई थिंक म्यूजिशियंस आल्सो हैज टू बी ब्लेम्ड बिकॉज़ दे आर ऑल आई मी माई सेल्फ, आई मी माई सेल्फ। तो आई थॉट दैट इट शुड बी आई टू अस एंड मी टू वी। So I believe in
And
I to us and me to we.
do you feel that the concept of band is picking up in India?
They got destroyed in India. We could have been the banned country. All the bands are broken. Amit Trivedi, even my band, whenever which more shows come, we break. Whenever, still we have 2-3 guys who's playing with me for 24 years. But उनका भी school है, college है. Their profession is not music. As a live band, profession is as a teacher. क्योंकि वहाँ पर steady income मिलता है। अभी यहाँ पे मैं steady income I am giving to 19 boys. Now they must be feeling bad to ask from me. Neither I can ask them that okay. वो बोलेगा मेरा जॉब डेफिनेशन क्या है ना। स्कूल वाले उसी टैलेंट को लेके 70,000 रुपीज दे के जॉब डेफिनेशन दे दिया। लेकिन यहाँ पे इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर ऐसा नहीं कि मैं कुछ प्रोडक्ट बनाऊं तो लेगा कौन? फिर भी आई एम सीइंग वन ऑफ द 1000 exception that my products have an access. Okay, so I have a client to take it. बाकी why don't you consider this like a cottage industry? Why don't all of us consider कि भाई म्यूजिक बनाओ, मैं बेच दूंगा उसको, आपको ये फिक्स इनकम मिल जाए। आई स्टार्टेड दैट एज अ जीरो बेबी स्टेप। आई एम श्योर आफ्टर 50 years this will become a huge industry.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yes. And over 1,700 live concerts under your
No,
belt.
I've done 2,600. Puku has given you wrong figure.
Okay, to
I have done
2,000, which is
2,600
much, much
and
higher.
61 cities in
61.
India,
Okay.
China, Hong Kong, Beijing, everywhere I've done.
So can you
And
please share some memorable experiences or moments? We must be having many, whether it's nationally or globally, anything which is like, which stays
so
with you.
ये recently हुआ है।
Yeah.
I went to Guwahati to meet my friend Zubin. Zubin is, I don't know how many of you know, he's a cult figure in Northeast. 7 states swear by him. He is my pillar founder for Alive India concert. He, KK, Kunal Ganjawala. These are my
Okay.
3 best friends. So they are these 3 and me. So एक चला गया ऊपर. Now we 3 are there. So
Yes.
I got an invitation from Zubin that from the last many years, बिहू का टाइम में तुम असम में आ जाओ. So I went. So what has happened? My son also went. Both of us are different brains. 6:30 was the flight or 6 o'clock was the flight. Obviously 4 o'clock घर से निकलना होता है. I thought the driver has taken the baggage. And I told from the washroom, tell Manju to take the bag. I didn't look into it. My son is in a different room. He also told Manju bhaiya gaadi leke jao, matlab bag leke jao. Manju bhaiya never heard anything. Nobody has even cross-checked it. We both came to Bangalore airport to find both of us has only laptop bag, and I stayed for 3 days. Ultimately, if you see my Facebook, you will see our Instagram. I am wearing Zubin shirt and we are doing performance together. I have nothing absolutely, and by the time I reached the airport to come back to home, it is impossible. And I had a show to perform. So एक आदमी कुछ बिना लेके just on the chappal, he's going to another city where I could have bought everything. But where is the time? 3 o'clock was the car every day, 8 hours of journey to reach a destination.
Right,
So I went with my same shirt I did the first day. Second day I had to tell him, Zubin मेरा पास तो Zubin बोला ये मेरा सूटकेस है तू कुछ भी ले ले.
yeah.
So I wore his shirt and I did it.
Luckily, the
So
size
that
was same.
size was same. Both are lanky.
So it fit. Otherwise, that would have been a problem.
It went. Problem because 2.5 days I have already stayed in this hot summer. अभी मेरे को shirt दे भाई. तो दे दिया. तो ऐसा ही हुआ. So actually
So
every
what?
concert is very exciting.
Yes. So what
Every concert is
future?
exciting.
Yes. What future or endeavors or projects do you envision for Alive India or for yourself?
So
And
Alive India is working with a lot of formats. See, I always draw inspiration personally because I come from advertising and music. My whole thing is half-half. So if I see this laptop, I will think, what can I do with this laptop in the music? If I see you, I'm seeing what are the prints? Is it, can I get some inspiration from your shirt? So मैंने ना सब में ये music, ओ तुझ में रब दिखता है यारा मैं क्या करूँ? तो वही होता
right.
है मेरा, मैं कुछ भी देखता हूँ पागल जैसा, मैं सर इसमें म्यूजिक हो सकता है. तो आई वेंट टू सुपर मार्केट. आई सॉ यार मैगी का इतना नूडल्स वेरिएंट है, अट्टा नूडल्स, चिकन नूडल्स, स्पाइसी नूडल्स, एक्स वाई जेड. बिंगो का इतना चिप्स होता है, बिंगो कोरियन फ्लेवर, ओरिजिनल फ्लेवर. So I thought that if that is the case, why don't we formatize music? So I started formatizing music from the time I started making the studio. So today we call it music for all occasions, seasons, music for all occasions, celebrations, reasons, and seasons. So if you want me to curate songs just for a Bhai Dooj, I will have at least 15 songs like a tailor shop. If you tell
Oh,
me to create something for a birthday and age group, if I know your age group and whom you want to give it, I have another set of music. If you tell me I'm going for a journey for 5 days on a road, so I will curate that music for you. So there are bands which you are creating, and I saw that same thing in your Spotify and Ghana and all that. That you get same library which people do like it. But उसका ना कोई नया version अगर होगा वो film dependent ज़्यादातर. But it is not on a original music front, and that is where the market is, and that is
mhm.
where your satisfaction as a creator is. So we want to create that formatized music in live. So if you tell me, okay, Raksha Bandhan concert, I'll ensure that that day people's mood are into Raksha Bandhan. Or if you say 26th January, I can't play Christmas carol that day. In a holy day, I can't play Durga Puja music, right? Both are important, but can I cross? It doesn't happen. तो ये मेरा मिशन है लाइफ.
I see.
तो मैं
Tailor
सब
made.
कुछ में म्यूजिक ढूंढता हूँ और ढूंढता हूँ व्हाट इज द नीड वर्सेस, मतलब मेरे को अच्छा लगता है जो इज यू ऑल्सो लाइक इट, बट उसका चैनल में फाइनलाइज करने का जो काम है, जैसे टू गिव वर्क टू अदर पीपल, sustainable income to other people is my job. Similarly, creating music for all occasions, celebration, reasons and seasons is also my job. It's my task.
Haha. Aapka, if you don't mind, I know sitting in at airport, but if you don't mind, and if you can sing a few lines of your favorite, music, it would be really nice.
बड़े अच्छे लगते हैं ये धरती, ये नदियाँ, ये रहना,
Or
और तुम and the entire team of band. What is the full form? Your
music,
music band. So everybody
music
on the team take my love from
band.
the airport, and I'm so happy that you chosen me. And I think if this interview goes to governments and people who are powerful people, I think we are all there. Alive India is all there to partner because we have nothing to lose. We are just one sugar. We'll blend in the ocean.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, Supratiek, for joining us. Wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I had a lovely time with you. And keep your
Th-
smiles alive. You can
Thank
actually
you.
brighten a lot of people's day.
Thank you. Thank you